Cheers, everybody. We're having a girls' night and we're super excited because we have a performance coming up for you. Singer-songwriter Sarah Mootz is going to pop in with her guitar and perform for all of us. And that's always fun to have some live music on a Thursday night. And of course, so Miss Sarah and Heather and me, we're just going to be hanging with you. And I was just telling them before we went live that I am singing the Wicked soundtrack start to finish all day in my head every day. And when I get to the end, I just go back to the beginning. Because when the girls were little, I took them to the touring show a bunch of times when it came to town. That was like our big mommy daughter thing, was to go to Wicked. And I read the Gregory Maguire books. I met Gregory Maguire. It was a dreamy night of, oh my God, I could not believe I was sitting talking with Gregory Maguire about Wicked and Oz and all of it. And so when I went to the movie, you know, I tried not to have big hopes but it was so good. And I did not know that Jonathan Bailey, who plays Fiyero in the movie, he's Anthony Bridgerton in Bridgerton.
Oh, wow.
Did not know my man could sing and dance.
See, it's funny. I love musicals, but I've never read the book. I've never seen the show, movie, whatever. But I did see somebody on TikTok break it down, like the storyline and how Fiyero was going with this one and then this one went this one. And I was like, oh, drama. Like, it's so drama.
Well,
so I'm going to have to watch it.
So the book, okay, like it's a prequel to The Wizard of Oz, right? It's what happened before Dorothy came to Oz. And we learn a lot more about the wizard, but we also learn about Oz and about like Munchkin Land and Winky Land and all of that. The books are very intense and much. The books are not like, you know, the books are really, really political in some ways, because the fight, and you see this in the movie and in the stage show, Elphaba can't bear to see the animals of Oz harmed and have their ability to speak and work and teach. She can't bear to see their rights stripped away. And what spins Elphaba into being labeled the Wicked Witch of the West is her fight for the animals, Sarah. And so the wizard, like in The Wizard of Oz, we're like, oh, you know, it's just a little tiny man behind the big machine. But the wizard is a very sinister character because he landed in Oz. He was kind of a flim-flam con man in our world. And then he lands in Oz in his hot air balloon. And he sees an opportunity to be a dictator, basically to run this entire Ozian world. The movie, you see a little bit more of that with Jeff Goldblum perfectly cast as the wizard than you do in the play. But it's wonderful. And Karen and I went to the early Sunday morning because I told Kevin, you can't come to this with me. I don't want to see your face out of the corner of my eye. I don't want to watch you gnaw your own leg off to escape. I don't want to hear your thoughts in the car on the way home. This is one for me and the girls. So Karen and I went. And somebody asked if my hair is purple. My hair is not purple. But you know what? It might be. I might make it purple because I'm kind of liking the way it looks on this screen tonight, Heather.
Yeah, looking good.
I'm kind of vibing with my purple hair. No, it's not purple. I don't even who even knows what it is. So welcome everybody. Let's say hi to some folks, Miss Sarah. Let's say hey to Regina from Florida. They're thawing out because it's been so cold. Hey, Brian Foote in Yuma, talking about Oz. And hey, Melissa and Crystal and Kim and Cheryl Newton, who says, nobody say anything for 5 minutes while I get dinner out of the oven.
What are you making?
Mary, Kathy, Roxanne, Marlene, Steve, Shannon. I don't want to miss anybody. Kimberly, let me go back to the tippy top. Hang on with my mouse. If I knock my person go to bed. Hang on.
I did a weekend show on 98.5 The Cat way back in the way back. So
you did. Judy and Jason and Teresa and Mia and Sherry and Susan and Suzanne and Dory. I think I've got everybody that's here so far. We're so glad that you're joining us. And Grandma Jackie's here from Door County. Jackie, is it 15 below zero and you've already got 8 feet of snow? Jackie, it's never cold enough for Grandma Jackie.
Okay.
It is. Grandma Jackie could be put on an ice floe and pushed toward the North Pole, and she would be like, oh, I got to get this sweater off. Amanda and Pamela, and hello. So, Miss Sarah,
Yes,
tell us about your preparations for the holiday. Are you guys doing anything at the shelter for all the critters?
Well, so for Thanksgiving, they had their big Thanksgiving meal. And then we, obviously have another Christmas dinner set up for them like a few days before Christmas. With Fayetteville Animal Protection Society, that's the one that I'm on the board of. We have Santa Paws pictures coming up. So Tuesday, Santa will be in the building, which is pretty awesome. So I got to bring all my photo equipment over there this weekend. They're doing that. And with the county shelter, it's a Clear the Shelters event. So all adoptions are sponsored. So it's pretty cool. So if you need a new best friend,
I do
a commitment.
Kevin and I are going to rescue 2.
Okay, I know the exact 2 that I come see me.
So I have to say that we have to wait until after Christmas Day because we have a huge family and a lot of little kids, and so we didn't think it would be fair to bring a dog into.
Yeah, that'd be a little traumatizing.
Right. So here's what Kevin. Well, I'll tell you what Kevin wants, and then I'll tell you what we can have. Okay. Kevin wants, and we always rescue. Kevin wants to rescue 2 dogs who are medium-sized, not small dogs, not big dogs, who look very sad and pitiful in the shelter.
We teach them when they come in.
When you get them home, they have such severe personality and emotional disorders that 15 years will go by and you'll never fix them. Now, what I'm looking for is a dog that doesn't even know it's a dog. He has so little intellect that he's not sure what the hell he is from one minute to the next. Historically, that's been where we are.
Yeah.
Here's what we're going to get. We're going to get 2 puppies because we need to raise them with cats and kids.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get puppies, medium-sized, rescue, dogs preferably in a kill shelter.
Puppies are good to do dual if you can do that, because then they entertain each other instead of eating your shoes.
I'm such a big believer in animals having little friends.
But like not litter mates.
Like a solo animal. No, they need a little friend.
But puppies from different litters.
So tell us why.
Because there's like some kind of bonding thing that happens, and they have a harder time bonding with their humans. So when they're litter mates, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, I don't know. Wow. Yeah, like if you put me and you out in public, we're not going to talk to these people because there's people. You know what I mean?
We're going to ignore everyone else. Yeah, no, I know. Well, we've been knowing that from experience that's exactly what's going to happen.
Exactly.
Oh,
they're going to share a brain cell that you want them to be able to.
Well, 2 of my cats are litter mates. This is fascinating. It's kitty cat talk with the ladies.
Cats are different.
2 of my cats are litter mates, Tiberius and Charles. And they're 10. And it's only this year that Charles is like, hey, you're the lady that lives here and feeds us. I think I'll sit in your lap now. A decade.
The extra human. Right. My Murphy, I think you guys know I had to put Murphy down a couple of weeks ago. He was 18 and he was my mom's cat. And it was funny because over the last couple of years, his whole personality kind of switched up because it was just him. Mom always had 2-3 cats at a time. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure Murphy thought he was a dog. So he was best friends with the dogs. He got along with everybody. He was just kind of odd anyway. Like he loved going in the tub, just whatever. But yeah, cats are funny. So Charlie, the porch cat, he's been spending more time inside because it's cold outside. And he's assuming that role, curling up in the bed, playing with hair ties. I'm like, where did you come from? And why do you have the brain cell? Because the dogs don't.
I watched a cat get rescued off the street back in July friend of mine, rescued this cat off the street. This cat was a hooligan. This cat was like a bad influence on other cats. This cat ran with a tough crowd. This cat was gangster. Within days of being rescued, this cat was like, I shall now be addressed as princess, and I will only eat the hardest to find, weirdest, most expensive foods. Like it's like they know.
Yeah.
They know. She did her time on the streets, and she is not going to be uncomfortable now.
That's our office cat at the shelter, Sweet Pea. She's special. She's got no tail. She's a Siamese blue point something, whatever. But she's feisty and she's got no fingernails. So
They declawed her.
if she needs to mess you up with her back nails, she will. I have a 6-inch scar to prove it. But yeah, she lives here and you must feed her now.
Before happy hour went live, Sarah rolled up her sleeves to show us her.
It really does. It looks like, I mean, I'm not joking about things. I know you can't probably see it, but yeah, I have cuts from the bird. I'm not cutting, I promise. Everything's good. My doctor questioned it though.
I didn't know this about litter mates. This is so.
Mm-hmm.
This
Yeah,
is
and
so
they'll get along fine. They just won't play with anybody else.
So I need them to. I need them to bond to the cats, and I need them to be really, really good with the kids. I've been watching, like on Facebook. I know a couple of people that volunteer at shelters, and so their posts show up in my feed, and it's heartbreaking. It's like, this guy needs a forever home. It would be best if there were no other animals or children.
Mm-hmm.
This guy needs a forever home. It would be best if there are no other animals. Okay with children.
Right.
So we have other animals, and I have to, and they're older now.
Yep.
Yeah. So thank you for telling me that about litter mates. I just didn't know.
Yep. And it probably, I mean, you can get the same breed and everything, but yeah, just as long as they're not related.
During the after Hurricane Helene, when all of the shelters in the mountains sent so many animals came flooding into shelter. I mean, you had them too, all over the state. And I was like, Kevin, we need these dogs. There are so many dogs, but we were traveling, and then we had and he's like, it's just not fair to them.
Yeah, it wouldn't be. And the hard part with that was we were already full.
A lot of them were, yeah.
You know, I mean, I get 15 calls a day. Like, I saw this dog running down Ramsey Street, or whatever, and I'm like, can you bring it to us? Can you put it in your backyard for a few days? Like, help, just help. So it's the hard part. We have a lot of people who do, thankfully, do a lot of fostering, especially with our bottle baby kittens and stuff. That's a commitment.
Yeah.
We had 2 kittens that needed to be bottle fed, and I was working in the office for a few days, and so they were in there, and I had to feed them, and I was like, "This is why I don't have children."
No, it's like you have to set an alarm. Like
they are the alarm.
Yeah. I have a friend who fostered a dog, a Hurricane Helene dog, and it was her first time fostering a dog, and she failed miserably. The dog is her dog now.
Good.
Which would be what happened to me if I fostered. Like, I wouldn't be able to give them back. Meanwhile, Kevin, who is so desperate to cheer me up, Kevin's like, after Christmas, we're going to get 2 dogs and maybe a couple of llamas. But where are we live in the city. Where am I putting llamas?
I don't, what,
and
Max, have that. Do you have 100 feet beyond your back door and 100 feet before the next neighbor?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. You can have a llama.
Yeah. But here's the thing, Sarah and Heather and everyone. When I go out of town, Uncle Max takes care of my cats.
I don't see Max.
So he's a saint on this earth. Like, they know him. He knows all their ways now. So now I'm going to say, Max, it's the 4 cats, and Tiberius takes medication, and the 2 llamas. I can't do it. I cannot.
Llamas are fun, though. They really are. I've decided I want an otter.
Oh, I saw
I don't even know where you would get one, but I want an otter.
somebody on. I see I see his TikToks or whatever. Somebody has a pet otter, and the otter is like it like cuddles and gives him little kisses on his cheek. It's the most amazing. I didn't even know you could have a pet otter.
I don't know that it's legal in many places, but
These y'all are my people. Look at Erin. She wants a mini Highland cow.
yes,
Thinks
also.
it's against her homeowners association.
Nice.
I want a Highland cow too. Oh my God, who doesn't want a little miniature Highland cow?
I'm pretty sure there's an ordinance for that.
Oh, look at Jane. She's like, that's what your loony neighbor needs, or other reason to gripe about you. Oh, can you imagine her fury if we brought in llamas?
Turning over all the water. Yes, Billy. Oh my goodness, my dogs do that. I'm gonna build one of those. She was saying that the cat turns over all the water sources. For the dogs, I want to build one of those succulent gardens with the bowl in the middle, so they just keep watering the plants. Because Charlie does whatever. Charlie gets water where he was drinking my sister's coffee yesterday. He got up on the counter in a big Stanley cup, face all in it. I'm like, he's orange. That is the last thing a ginger cat needs is coffee.
Well, people say I've never had a ginger cat. I've never had an orange cat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you would name your Highland cow Jamie Fraser. Let's start a GoFundMe so Erin can have a miniature Highland cow named Jamie Fraser. After the outlets.
Pygmy goats.
I love that.
Oh, that just made like my whole Erin. That just wiped my circuits clean. Completely rebooted my brain.
Mm-hmm.
Orange cats, ginger cats. So I've never had an orange ginger cat, but people tell me that a boy orange cat is possibly the stupidest thing alive. That they are the sweetest and the dumbest. Is that true? How could that be true?
They make you think that they're not smart. Most brilliant, conniving little bugs. I mean, how many redheads do you know? Like people redheads. Put that in a cat form with cat attitude. There you go.
Jason wants a mini donkey so he could name him my little jackass. Aww.
Our musical guest is down in the queue. Let me bring her up.
Is she here? Yeah.
Side note, that's Charlie the porch cat.
Look at his little face. Sarah, welcome to Happy Hour. Everybody, this is Sarah Mootz. We were just talking about how awesome it will be to have a miniature Highland cow as a pet.
Yes, I was listening to all of the animal conversation. It was
Tell me you wouldn't. I mean, I know as a musician, like you tour, and it would be hard to have a mini pet cow on the road with you, but tell me you wouldn't love a miniature pet Highland cow.
I would love one. It's already hard enough with my 3 dogs and 2 cats, though.
You are so our people. Welcome. So, Sarah, I'm so excited to have you join us. I cannot wait for people to hear your music. But I want to introduce you to everybody. So let's start at the beginning. Not necessarily, when you were an embryo, but let's start at the beginning. You've been playing for a very, very long time.
Yeah. I started out singing and making a lot of noise, and my parents, they didn't know what to do with me. My parents aren't musical at all. They tried, but no. And so I was just singing, and then my chorus teacher, I got bullied in middle school, and I started spending my lunches in the chorus room. And my chorus teacher was like, you have to do this singing competition. And so I went and I got like the highest rating you could get. And that was in like 6th grade. And from then on, I was like, this is it. I'm not doing anything else. I quit all my sports. I was like doing cheerleading, whatever. And I quit everything. And I started just singing everywhere I could, every competition. And then I picked up the guitar and started writing. And the girls that bullied me, I posted a song called Jealousy, and it was about being bullied, and because my mom would always tell me they were just jealous. And I posted that on YouTube, and the girls came to school the next day singing it. And it was like truth was out, like they knew how they made me feel. And they apologized to me, actually, and it was kind of like like the highest moment you could get as a 16-year-old, like having, so from then on, like I was hooked. Like I was like just writing songs. Like I was so disciplined. I was every single weekend just writing songs and until I got good. And then we moved to Atlanta and my mom took me to every open mic she could. And
I
then
feel like that would be the best plot for a Lifetime movie.
I'm like, people tell me all the time because it's been so hard. And my close friends always tell me, they're like, they don't make movies about people who had it easy.
Mm-mm.
Um,
No.
so yeah,
And you're in good company. I mean, I'm thinking about the lyrics to the Taylor Swift song that's on Tortured Poets, Thank You, Amy.
yes, yeah.
It's about a bully. People think it's Kim Kardashian, and maybe it is, who knows.
Mhm.
But she was also bullied in school. And she says in the song, there's a moment of truth where there wouldn't be this success and this artistry if there hadn't been you. And when you talk about being bullied as just like a little one and hiding out in the chorus room, like we should send that girl a fruit basket. Because in some ways, like you can't appreciate it when it's happening. When something crappy's happening, it's very hard to see like, oh, they're just jealous. There's a silver lining, especially
Right.
when you're a kid.
Right.
But think about that.
Yeah.
Sending you off to the chorus room wasn't
Yeah.
the worst thing, as it turned out.
I totally think everything happens for a reason. I mean, I have to think that way with how crazy it's been, an emotional roller coaster ride chasing this dream. So I just, if I didn't think that way, I'd be lost.
Something, and if you don't want to talk about this, just say so, but something that I read an interview with you online, and you talked about, I mean, the music business is tough and it's predatory.
Yeah.
And people think when people see you get there, they don't understand how hard that journey was and how soul crushing that journey can be for an artist, right? So I'm reading this interview with you, and we get to this part where it's someone your family knows in Nashville, and just dicked you around for like 3 years, I think is what it was.
Yeah.
So for people that would love to do what you do, but don't, like, talk about that a little bit, like how much resilience you have to have and how much no quit you have to have.
Yeah. I mean, it so has to be the only thing that you want to do. Like you have to be so fixated on it and so decided that that is it. Like that there is nothing else that can make you happy. And I decided at 16 that that was it. But I still tried to go to college and I still tried to do all these different things because my parents, as supportive as they were, they knew how hard it was going to be for me.
Yeah.
They want to see me go through it. And as much as I tried, I just couldn't fight it. It just like, it's like a disease. Like, it's like you just try to like, like stay quiet, stay. It's like, it just comes up. So, I mean, that's what I tell people all the time. I'm like, you just have to know that that's the only thing for you because it will try you in every way possible. Like you will have to be, I have had to become somebody else. I have had to mold myself to a completely different human. I used to be so introverted, so quiet, didn't stand up for myself, didn't know how to take over a crowd, how to work a room. I've had to become insanely, different than I ever thought I would be. And I'm so thankful for it. I'm so proud of who I am. But like, it's my whole life has been molded to this career. Like,
I'm really glad that you're emerging at this particular moment where so many female singer-songwriters have such agency. Like, remember when I guess it was in like the 90s, we went through that whole phase where female artists were not writing pop artists were not writing their own music. Max, what's his head, the Swedish dude, you know who I'm talking about. There was like a whole factory, a system, a recipe.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Where, to get the,
Yeah. It was
look, she's beautiful. She's blonde. She can play the guitar. Let's write a song about teenage heartbreak for her.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now, like, here you are, here we're coming at the end of 2024, and there are so many really empowered and successful female singer-songwriters out there who were like, hold up, I'm going to tell my own story. I'm going to sing my own music. And which is amazing for you because you're such a gifted songwriter. Like, don't you kind of love the timing?
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I didn't love the timing until now, you know? Like every other year, I'm like, God, please let this be my year. And I just hated how long it's taken me. But like now I'm able to see why. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
learn that lesson, that lesson, that lesson. It's full circle. It's full circle.
And what a moment to explode, right? As a performer and an artist. It's amazing. So tell us a little bit about what you're going to play first.
Yeah. So I'm going to hit you with a nice emotional, track first. So like I said, I was bullied, and I just growing up I feel like I have had to unlearn a lot of things. And as far as like self-worth and love goes, you know, I've had to learn how to give myself grace, and I've had to learn how to be kind to myself. And this song is kind of about being in the emotional spot of that. And it's called Tough Love. And it's on my second album that should be coming out this next year. Are you guys ready?
We're ready. Sarah Mootz, everybody.
I'm friends with the mailman. He knows more than my friends do. I swear nobody checks him unless it fits them too. Every day is a new fight. I got demons in my head. They tell me no one loves me, so I just stay in bed. And I always want more than what I see in the mirror. Try to wipe it clear, get a better picture. Oh, Sarah, I'm sorry. You're not the one for the party. You're not the one who cracks the jokes, buys the rounds or gives the toast. Not going to the small talk queen. I wish you really knew me. There's always someone better, but it shouldn't even matter. I just wish I could feel good enough. I just wish I could unlearn all this tough love. I'm always saying I'm sorry. That's the sound of pressure. I play the victim and the culprit. I just wanna feel treasure. Always want more than what I see in the mirror. Try to wipe it clear, get a better picture. But the story never changes. My mind just rearranges all the ways I come up short. Well, I always want more. Sarah, I'm sorry. You're not the right for the party. You're not the one who cracks the jokes, buys the rounds or gives the toast. Not invited to the small talk queen. I wish you really knew me. There's always someone better, Just wish I could feel good enough. Just wish I could unlearn all this tough love.
Oh, that was beautiful. I love that line. I wish I could unlearn all this tough love.
Thank you so much.
Because it does, those experiences do shape you and change you. Yeah.
Yeah. They sure do.
The best thing, I guess, is when you get to a point where you go, well, they changed me and shaped me, but I love where I am now. And I wouldn't undo it. Kids are monsters. I mean, the bullying, we moved a lot. So as a kid, we moved a lot. So, and my accent was always goofy. Yeah. Like when I was in Wyoming, I didn't sound right. When I was back east, I didn't sound right. Like I never looked or sounded like the other kids. So I got tortured for that. And then I saw my kids get bullied. And I'm like, y'all need you little shits. Like, let's, where's your parents? Like, what do they know? Like how awful you are.
I was the one in school getting in trouble for beating up the bullies.
I needed a friend like you.
Still kind of the same way.
Miss Sarah is a crusader for justice. People, animals, justice just in general, principles. Yeah.
Oh, right. The principal I told you about that. I forgot about that. Yeah.
So Sarah, tell us a little bit about what life is like for you right now at this moment in your career.
Right now, we're still trying to figure out how to pay the bills, but we're living on the dream. There's opportunity rolling in, and that's something that I have been trying to achieve for 12 years. So I literally actually gave up as of like 5 or 6 months ago. I came back from a Nashville songwriting retreat, and it was just filled with a bunch of egotistic people and people that don't want nothing to do with you unless you have 100 followers. And I came home and I gave up. I said I can't do this to myself anymore because my self-love had gotten so good. Like I was just like, I love myself too much to continue to put myself through this. And so I gave up, and I grieved that some of the dreams I had been working for so long weren't going to come true because of money and connections. And literally, I kid you not, it was 2 weeks later, all of these beautiful, good-hearted people just found me at this show, and I'm signing to a management company right now, which is how this happened, and then on top of that, like just community, just out of nowhere. I'm like, something happens when you surrender and when you just say, like, I'm happy with the present moment. I'm not trying to control my life anymore. I'm, Jesus, take the wheel. That's basically what I said. And yeah, so life right now is like all this opportunity is happening all of a sudden after, such hard times. And so, like I said, still trying to struggle to pay the bills. I'm actually selling life insurance right now, and I hate it because I was gigging full time, but I couldn't do it anymore. In the bars and the wineries, background music is hard when you're an artist with a heart. So it's still tough, but I have a lot to be excited for.
That idea of surrendering, I've seen that happen to other people, where it's when they give up that it happens. But the secret is you have to literally, you've just given up. You can't fake it. You can't cosplay it. It's a true and real surrender.
Yes, I faked it so many times.
and it didn't work when you faked it, right? Like it has to be that legit surrender.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, like when you were first learning to play, what was the song you played the most? Because everybody has that. Everybody's got that one artist or that one song that they adore, that they play and play and play. What was it for you?
So Do you guys know who Patty Griffin is?
Oh
She's
yeah.
Yeah, she's like an older folk singer. She has a song called "Up to the Mountain," and it's beautiful. And I sang that song everywhere I went, and it turned heads. And then second to that was "Hallelujah," which I'm actually going to do for you guys tonight as my Christmas song. So
Oh, I cannot wait. That's one of my favorites. Well,
yeah,
I know you're gonna sing another one for us. Is this next one off the new album that's
yeah.
coming out?
Yes, it is. And it's not as depressing as the first one. um, yeah, I think with the artist struggle, I've had to learn what's important in life, and because I haven't had much else around me at most times, when you're just putting everything you have into it. So this song I wrote about kind of learning what I think is the secret to life, and it's called The Secret. And I hope you guys like it. Maybe all we need is someone to believe. Maybe what we've got is all we really need. We can spend our lives chasing the dream. Turn around and all we see is nothing. And I don't wanna be 70 so I can tell a better story. It seems like all we do is compete for some stupid glory. It's not the money, the house, the bullshit that we found. Consumerists been forever in the world, blinded by the pearls. Do you feel rich? Chasing our tails, look around. We got all we need if you just take the time to see it. Yeah, that's the secret. If the world went dark and all we saw was the truth, would you be standing where you are, or would it scare you? Oh, there's so many things we like to overlook. We take one glance, think we read the whole book. And I don't want to be 70 wishing I could tell a better story. It seems like all we do is compete for some stupid glory. It's not the money, the house, the bullshit that we found. Consumerists been forever in the world, blinded by the pearls. Do you feel rich? Chasing our tails, look around. We got all we need if we just take the time to see it. Yeah, that's the secret. Yeah, that's the secret. It's not the money, the house, the bullshit that we found. We spent forever in the world, blinded by the pearls. Chasing our tails, look around. We got all we need if you just take the time to see it. Slow down so you can learn to believe it. Yeah, that's a secret.
Sarah Mootz. And Sarah, I love Billy Prevette said, girl, gonna make me get Instagram. Hey, that's something. We have never succeeded in making Billy get an Instagram. And there's a website too. Heather is posting all of the links in the site. There's something so wonderful. Like one of the reasons that we're so delighted that you're joining us tonight, there's something so wonderful about meeting an artist at this point in your journey, right?
Yeah.
Because this feeling of like, oh, this music has found me, right? These songs have found me. And that must be, especially for a kid that was hiding in the chorus room at school, it must be an incredible feeling to have people come up to you and say, what you wrote really spoke to me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's like the reason why I do it. Like, that's at the root of everything is the connection. And I felt that at such a young age, I got addicted. I was like, because nothing beats that type of connection, that deep, like heart to heart with a stranger.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even know these people, and they feel that way about what I've done. Yeah.
Well, those are the moments when, and Regina is right, your voice is so beautiful, but those are the moments when you realize that as difficult as everything is, we really are able to connect with each other.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, how do you connect with the mob, right? But we really do connect with each other. And as a songwriter, I mean, it's so emotional. Music is so emotional. It lives in a different part of your brain and your body. And what a gift that must be. I guess I'm wondering about your mom and dad. They were so supportive, but they were like, we love you. We support you. Please go to college.
Love you. We love you. We believe you're going to do this. But also, like, we didn't have a lot growing up. Like, we moved around a lot, too. My dad lost his business when the economy crashed in 2005. So, like, my parents wanted better for me. Like, they want me to be a starving artist. They wanted me to have everything that they couldn't give me.
Yeah.
So that, I think that part, like, always broke their heart, is like trying to accept that, you know, I might never get those things, but like, I've always done my best to try to reassure them that I am happy because I am in my purpose and living in my purpose, you know. But it has been hard for them with all the trials, like, and all the disrespect and being a female in the industry and stuff.
Yeah.
And my dad, he's kind of stopped coming to my gigs because he couldn't bear watching all the people talk over me and the people just like drunk, and you know, it just gets really hard. So,
if that were my kid,
yeah,
I wouldn't be here tonight because I would be in jail.
Right. That's why my dad doesn't come.
Like, I would be throwing hands in all directions and would be carted out of there like the most. My daughters would be like, "Oh my God, Mom, you are so embarrassing," and also now you're a felon. Like, I would be a monster.
And my parents were so like that. Like, when I was bullied, my mom rushed into the school, like stormed the school, you know, and she was the crazy mom with the beet red face that was pissed, you know, and so it's hard for them, but they believe it.
There was this one girl. Oh my God. I look back and I don't even know how my children didn't like leave home. There was this one girl who bullied my youngest, and my youngest is an angel on this earth. Like, that child is so much fun. Am I right about Karamia? That child is so fun. Works so hard. The hardest working kid. And something wonderful happened, and I'll tell you all about that in a minute for Karamia. But this girl was bullying Karamia. So Karamia thinks, well, maybe if I invite her over, I can win her over. So here comes this girl who has been tormenting my daughter, and they're sitting in the kitchen, and Karamia leaves the room, and I'm like, I see who you are, Caroline.
And where is she now? Because I'll go find her.
You know what? She is such a cliche. Let me just say, because I do check her social periodically. She is such a cliche. Every one of her posts looks like this. Like, girl, put your tongue in your mouth before it gets dry and turns into beef jerky.
You know what? It's so funny because you can spot them from a mile away, right?
You
Like,
can.
I had two girls that were bullying each other on the comment section of one of my TikToks. And I like went and I creeped and I could tell automatically who was the problem.
Yes. And you know what kills me about that? Sarah, what kills me? I am a girl's girl. I am a woman's woman. Like, I am your ride or die. Like, I will fuck people up on your behalf. When I see women hurting other women, I'm like, bitches, you need a whooping. This is not how we do. We uplift our sisters.
Yes.
We support. We celebrate. We get each other's back. We go to the bathroom together.
Yes.
We do not torture each other. No.
Yes. That's why amazing to find strong women that feel the same way. And
oh yeah.
Sheri, you would like there's a song by a girl named Snow the Product, and it's called Say Bitch. And Heather knows. It's but she's basically like, why you hating, why you being a hater? You know what I mean? Hating is easy, do it for the gram, whatever. But I'm gonna send you that song because you'd really, really like it. It's one of my favorites. But it's basically exactly what you said. Like, why be a hater? Like, I'm trying to up you up, and you're over here hating on me. Like,
yeah.
Like, don't let your own disappointment in yourself or your own cowardice to chase your dreams or your own whatever make you toxic towards somebody else. Sarah, we will so get those people for you. We will so get. You don't even want to with Miss Sarah, who's above you in this chat. Like, you don't want to mess with her.
Yeah.
So you've been so generous with your time, and we're so happy to have you. One more song, Christmas song.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
You guys, y'all rock. I feel so safe. Wow.
We will kill people for you.
I didn't know I was a security team also.
I got a full tank of gas. Let's roll.
We're armed.
All right. Let's get in the Christmas spirit with a very somber Christmas song. I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift, the baffled king composing. Hallelujah, 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 well, your faith is strong, but she needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty in the moonlight overthrew you. Well, she tied you to the kitchen chair, she broke your throne, she cut your hair from your lips, she drew the hallelujah. God above, but all I've ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody while through ya. And it's not crying that you hear at night, it's not somebody who's seen the light, it's a cold, it's a broken hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Sarah Mootz. Sarah, that is one of my top 5 favorite songs of my whole life. And I had no idea until a couple minutes before happy hour that it was even an option. And I'm seeing people in the chat who are like, this is one of my favorite songs.
Oh my God, yes. It's my dad's favorite. He always has made me sing it ever since I was little. Yeah.
I really like what you did with it. There was a different kind of rawness in the way that you interpreted that amazing tune. So tell everybody, we have your links posted. We want you, in addition to fighting off your bullies, we also want to see you grow your fan base. So tell everybody about your new record, which is coming out very, very soon.
Yes! Oh my God, the new record is called Human Condition, and if you liked the songs tonight, it's going to be on it. And they are just all about, life lessons and learning how to get through life and trials and tribulations. And yeah, that should be coming out in 2025 with all these new good people behind me. So I'm really excited. So go follow me on Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, whatever you're on, I'm there. Facebook. I have tons of music released already, so you don't have to wait to listen to Sarah Mootz if you want to.
I never like to see anyone face that dark night of the soul, but I'm super duper glad you did and that you surrendered so that you could have your moment. Which you deserve as an artist. And we're so appreciative of you coming on and hanging out with us tonight. And listen, we're armed. Sarah has a taser. So you just let us know who needs to be dealt with.
I can't wait to meet you guys.
This bitch is in a mood. Like, we're actively looking for it.
Listen, I have a badge.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. We're all going to be like this when we meet. I'm so excited.
I am so excited. I cannot wait for you to tour to a town near me so I can go and see that live. Everyone in the happy hour tonight, so enjoyed. We're so grateful. We appreciate the gift of your time. Thank you so much. Happy holidays. And tell your mom and dad it's all good. It's all good. It's going to be fine.
Okay, I will. I'll pass that on. Thanks.
Cheers. Sarah Mootz, everyone. Round of applause. Round of applause. There we go.
She's absolutely adorable.
Isn't she precious? I love live music.
Mm-hmm.
I love live music. Like, if you wanted to sit here, Miss Sarah, and hit the bongos and just kind of croon, I would be like, oh, this is so good.
Before I forget,
I grew up playing the lunch table.
I meant to mention it earlier. We're giving away 10 of the brand spanking new Bob and Sheri calendars. So keep commenting in the chat and I'll pull them probably tomorrow because I'm tired. I normally do it after the happy hour, but I'll probably pull the winners tomorrow. So be on the lookout for a DM.
Dear Tony, Sarah needs a calendar.
So in the little bit of time we have left, next week is our annual Christmas tree happy hour where we light the Christmas tree, and we'll have some surprises for you there. And tomorrow on the regular show. So the People's Movie Critic wanted to be here tonight, but it was his wife's work Christmas party. Sarah, when was the last time you went to a work Christmas party?
Last Christmas.
So you did at the
we had like we change it up every year. Like one year we went to lunch, one year we went skydiving, one year we had dinner. We switch it up. So we're actually going to be doing it in January for the station here.
Yeah.
We're doing it in January next Friday because it's Friday the 13th. We're all going to get Mexican food. My coworkers at the shelter, and that'll be good times.
I think I haven't been to a holiday Christmas party, Heather, since COVID, since 2020. Yeah.
I think the last one I went to, it may have been a year before that because I remember they scheduled the holiday party on also a night that I had to work an event. So I didn't get to go that year.
The last company party I went to, I had to take care of me at a dance and then come to the party. And the dance studio was as far as it could be from the party. And by the time I got to the party, y'all, at 10 minutes after 7, all the food was gone.
Yep.
It's like radio people come in with foil-lined bags.
Yeah.
Double.
Yeah.
Sandra Denise, the book of Bob will be available again soon. We have to get it reprinted. You guys sold it out. So it's coming back. Just it takes a little time to do this stuff.
Yeah, this time of the year it's super hard because we're on top of all these crazy deadlines. And I made the goofiest mistake. So every year I give everybody in the family one goofy gift, but all the same. So last year I had car air fresheners made of our Uncle Haskell, and he's wearing a t-shirt that says "Need more plants," and he just has this silly look on his face. And so everybody got a Haskell air freshener. This year I ordered a special Christmas ornament, and I ordered a bunch. I ordered like Karamia and the like Andrew and Leah and the kids and Maggie and Alan and the kids. And then I ordered one family ornament for everyone, but I put the wrong picture in the box for everyone. So maybe next week on Happy Hour, we'll give away some of the many, many Karamia custom ornaments that I have. So for Halloween, Karamia and Elizabeth were Mr. and Mrs. Fox from the movie. They nailed the costume. If you would like to have that hanging on your Christmas tree, I have extras. Like I have so many
because I think I saw that picture, and yes, I love it.
So I'll save one for you for your holiday tree. I need to get myself together. I am making so many stupid mistakes. So tomorrow on the regular show, People's Movie Critic Reviews Wicked. Go ahead, Miss Sarah.
Sorry, you said you had big news in referring to Karamia, or was that it?
I almost forgot. Okay. Oh, mom moment. Proud mom moment. Not even going to pretend. Total mom brag. Capital M, capital B. So I got an email the other day while I was working. Karamia forwarded it to me, and it was from one of the professors at school who said, "Hey, Karamia, every year each department nominates a senior major to be part of the president of the universities, like a special group of students, and they meet with the president and faculty and visiting guest lecturers and other students, one senior from each major." So Karamia was nominated for her major, and the vote was unanimous. So my baby.
That's awesome.
My baby. But the thing is about Karamia, and something that I always say to my girls, you worked really hard. I'm so proud of how hard you worked. And like eyes on the prize, like there were so many distractions, but that kid kept eyes on the prize. And now Sarah, she's applying to graduate school, and it's really competitive.
How is that possible? She's still 10.
Oh my God. I'm still nursing. But she's applying to grad school, and she's like, oh my God, I'm not going to get in anywhere. Nobody gets in anywhere. Well, you know what? You do your best, because that's all you can do, and you apply, and we see what happens. And if you have to reapply, we reapply. We're not going to quit. We're not going to give up. We are going to cry and we are going to scream, but we're not going to be quitters. So yeah, I'm super.
That's awesome.
That's my baby right there. And Bob said the other day, he goes, is Karamia still going to go to law school? And I said, no, Karamia wants to get a doctorate and be a college professor. And Bob went, which is Bob speak for terrible idea. She'll starve. But you know what? Just like Sarah Mootz's parents, yeah, of course I worry. Of course I worry. But I'm the last person to tell you can't chase your dream.
That was my mother. And I think that's why we argued so much at the end, like towards the end of her life, because she raised me to be the person that she had never been able to be. And she was pissed about it.
And then she was shocked.
I was like, you made this.
And then she was shocked how you turned out, even though she raised
because I'm that person. We've talked about this before. I wake up and choose joy. Why be mad? I could be mad about a lot of things, but why?
I tell my girls all the time, don't be me, be better. Be better, fly higher, go further. Absolutely. Oh my God, I don't even want to be me. Please do not be me. So I'm so proud. So Susan, she wants to be a philosophy professor. So here's what happened. Karamia is a double major, government philosophy, because that seemed like a great path for law school. So off Karamia goes to college. I mean, we are planning for law school since middle school. All of the colleges we visit it because of their pre-law programs. So off she goes to college, takes her first philosophy class, comes home from her first philosophy class freshman year, calls me and said, I found what I want to do. And it's not law. And you know what I said, Miss Sarah? I was like, you get it, little queen. Go get it.
Do it.
Because life is a whooping. It is a beating with a thorny stick. And if you're not chasing what your heart truly desires, that beating's going to hurt so much.
And sometimes that thing changes.
And it does.
When I was 15, 16, I got my license to do hair. That's all I wanted to do. That's all I ever wanted to do until I didn't.
Yeah.
And then I got into social work, and then I got into radio, and then I got into animal officer. And it's a kind of a progression of all the same skills. So
Caring, wanting to make a difference, justice, avenger for justice.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm really good at braiding.
You're right. It's all the same
I can braid
thing.
your hair, or if you have a horse, we're good.
I just think everybody should be allowed to choose for themselves. And the most unhappy people that I have ever known, and then we'll break because I know we're late. The most unhappy people that I have ever known in my life are the ones who followed a path that was set for them and not the one they chose for themselves. Those are some miserable folks. So, Bob is sideways that Karamia doesn't want to be a lawyer anymore. But you know what? Karamia's got to live this life and walk this walk. And I'm so proud. I'm so proud of my baby. And it's very fun to have a tiny, Kevin calls her Caristotle. That's her nickname in the family, is Caristotle.
I love that.
I will never be able to call her anything but.
We all call her Caristotle. So having a tiny philosopher in the family is hysterical.
She is itty bitty too.
She is. So round of applause for Caristotle and this amazing accomplishment. 4 years of staying home and going to the library and skipping parties and grinding it out.
Nice.
And it's so hard when you try to tell your kids, I promise you it'll be worth it, that you have to find out for yourself, right? You guys, you have to find out for yourself.
That's the truth.
Going to be worth it. So, Miss Sarah, I hope you'll pop in for Christmas next week.
Yes, absolutely.
I hope you'll be able to pop in for Christmas. And so y'all join us next Thursday night for our annual expanded happy hour, Bob and Sheri Christmas tree lighting. We usually go, about an hour and a half on Christmas. And we have some surprises because, we always do. And I'm so glad that you all enjoyed singer-songwriter Sarah Mootz. Because isn't it fun? What a treat to have some live music and get to know a brand new artist on the way up. So thank you for that. Heather set that up. Thank you, Queen, for setting that up. Y'all have a wonderful night, and we will see you next week for our Christmas happy hour. Cheers.